"What we need to know," the Major said, "is who's willing to stay." I sure was. I felt no hurry to get back to Pleasanton and my ma and those younger brothers and sisters. What a fine, upstanding son I had turned out to be at 16 years old. Yeah, I understand that now. No wonder they never write to me. Augusto Sanchez was the first to step forward, apologizing in a mix of border Spanish and Texas English that he had his mother to think of and that he must carry the sad news to the family of Marcelo Begonia. I had almost forgotten about poor Marcelo being trampled to death. That nearly made me draw my time, too, not to go to Notchville to spend it, but to go home and pay my respects to Begonia's family, as well as see my own mother and the young'uns. "I'm paying Marcelo for the full drive," Mr. Justice announced, and to Sanchez he said, "You will see that his widow gets it?" "Si, senor." "Good, and I hope you'll be wrangling the remuda for me next year." "Si, Senor Eustace. Carlos, por favor, has agreed that he will ride back to Texas with me." He gestured northward. "He circles the herd with Segundo and Tommy." We were losing Carlos Vieira, too. "That's fine," Mr. Justice said. "It's good to have a saddle pal for conversation on that long ride south." He studied the rest of our crew. "Anyone else?" "I reckon I'm homesick," Davy Booker said. The wiry Negro turned to his bunkie. "You coming, Fenton?" "No, Davy, I'll stay. Maybe from here I'll go to Denver. Finally see them mountains." "Then if it's all right with you," Davy said, turning toward the Mexicans, "I'll tag along with you, Augusto and Carlos." Augusto nodded his approval. Byron Guy said he'd take his money now, too. So did Phineas O'Connor. I sipped coffee. "So," Mr. Justice said, "I just need to pay off 5 hands, 6 counting Begonia." His face told me he had hoped a few more hands would have stayed on, but saving money is one thing nobody ever had success teaching a cowhand. Truth was, by that point in time, I again felt Notchville tugging on my lead rope, pulling me there, with $100 to spend. Memory of the late Marcelo Begonia had promptly faded again. "How about you, Lefebvre?" the Major asked. That mean-looking gunman grinned. "Changed my mind. Reckon I'll stay on a while." Again, Mr. Justice asked, "Anybody else?" "I'll draw my time, too." Perry Hopkins dropped his tin cup in the wreck pan, and crossed that line Mr. Justice had figuratively drawn in the sand. That didn't surprise me. Perry hadn't wanted to come to Ellsworth to begin with, and he always spoke his mind. Personally, I didn't want him to go. The drover I wanted to light a shuck out of our camp just squatted by the chuck wagon's tongue, picking at his nails with a pocket knife, not giving a fip about the conversation going on. That didn't surprise me about Lefebvre either. What surprised me was what happened next. "I'd rather you didn't." It was the Major. He didn't just say that. He stood up, like he would fight Perry Hopkins to keep him from quitting. Perry straightened. "Why?" he asked. "I'm getting short-handed," the Major said. "2 kids." He gestured at me, but I knew he meant his son, too, off circling the herd with Carlos. That ruffled my feathers, seeing how I had just completed my 4th drive from South Texas to Kansas. "And him." The Major's chin jutted toward Fenton LaRue, which likely irked the black cowhand. He'd been pushing beef up the trail since right after the war. The Major didn't even consider Andre Lefebvre. "You don't need many to hold those beeves here," Perry countered, "or run them to the stockyards once Mr. Justice sells them." "Maybe." Perry shook his head. "If you run short of men, you can always bail some out of the city jail, or find 1 or 2 in the gutters." "Maybe," the Major said again, "but you know cow towns." "I don't like Ellsworth." Now Mr. Justice cut in, laughing a bit and saying, "You've never even seen this town, Perry."